You know, what I've learned over the years is, as you minister to other people, you learn so much from God. And that's about the only way really to learn. I mean, we study the Bible. But if we don't walk with God through stuff, we really don't understand stuff. Last week we were in church. There was a lady sitting in front of us. And my wife felt led to go put her arms around that lady. She could feel her pain. Well, they were singing in church, and anyway, she stayed there. The ladies started bawling, and they holding each other's hands, and for about 10 to 15 minutes. My wife came back, and I says, "Do you think she wants us to go in the back room and pray with her?" She said, "I'll go if you'll go with me." I said, "Sure." So we, during the service, we went in back to this office, and we prayed with her. And I knew she had lost a child recently. Actually, I didn't know that child was 7 months old when he died. And she'd had a miscarriage. I didn't understand what a woman went through when that happens. I didn't understand and never thought about how they blame themselves. If I hadn't have done this, I wouldn't have had this miscarriage. What did I do wrong that caused my child to die? What came out of me that caused my child not to be healthy? What did I do wrong when I was pregnant? I never understood that kind of stuff. But boy, I found out it was real. And what I realize is that that woman still has a soul tied to that baby. She may say, "I gave him up to God," but that soul tied to that baby is still in her. And that soul tie's there, and the devil will have a field day with them. Tell them, "Oh, if you had done this," and they just feel guilty of everything. So I thought, Lord, what in the world are we going to do here? Anyway, she said a prayer. And that soul tie of her with that baby came out. And she was free. Then she closed her eyes and went back to when that baby, the miscarriage, the baby, losing the baby. And it was terrible, the pain that she experienced again. She invited Jesus in to tell her the truth. It's amazing Jesus said it wasn't her fault. Of course they blame God too. "God, if you're so good, why'd you let it happen?" Well, Jesus can answer his own questions. And he's the only one that knows the truth. It says to know the truth will set you free. The truth is Jesus. She heard it wasn't her fault. And she reached and grabbed her stomach and gave all that pain and guilt and condemnation, and reached out and handed it to Jesus. And you know, those tears turned to a smile. She was free. Then she said something that really has reinforced why I'm doing this ministry. She said, "There's so many women in our church that have the same problem." You know, the way we've written these prayers up, you can do it with somebody else, but you need somebody else there. It doesn't take me, it doesn't take the preacher, because it's all between them and Jesus. Jesus died to set that lady free of that pain. Jesus died to tell her the truth so she could go on with her life. You think of the pain that went out of her, because hurt people, to her children, her husband, and everybody else. Because those spirits of guilt and rejection reject other people. She wasn't able to receive her husband or her children that she had in the way that she should have until she was healed and set free. And she was worn out because she felt so guilty. She was trying to do everything for everybody to make up for what she did wrong. That's not the answer to the problem. That compounds the problem in the children and the husband. Jesus died to set her free. And you know what the good part about it is? That lady really accepts Jesus. When she goes to heaven, when she gets up there, she's going to be able to hold them babies. She's going to be able to see them grow up in an environment full of love. You've got that opportunity if that's happened to you and you're a lady. And the truth is, the man needs to get set free too, because he has a soul tie with that child too. Most of them blame the woman, but the truth is, No problems one-sided. Jesus Christ wants to set you all free so you can be a family full of His love. Go to the prayer. Get set free. And be able to accept love and give love.